Good evening, cricket fans. We're coming you live and exclusive from Sharjah International Cricket Stadium for the ongoing D20 2025 Winter Edition. Abu Dhabi taking on Ajman. It's day 3 of the tournament. Looks wonderful wicket to bat on, lush green grass. We all are looking forward for this contest. Ajman losing their first encounter, Abu Dhabi as well. Let's head down to the center where I have got Ahmed Khwaja with the pitch report.
Match day number 3 of the Emirates D20 2025, and once again we are at the same pitch we had in the first 2 days of the tournament, but now you can see that lively green flavor that it used to have in the previous 2 days has well and truly evaporated. It's looking very brown, very dry, and I think that's why the spinners will really be in the game. We've had the heavy roller going over the pitch consistently over the last 4 matches as well, so should be a much better batting wicket. But we did see yesterday for the likes of Ibrahim Masood and Ayan Afzal Khan, there is turn on offer, so the spinners will be in the game. Overall should make for a day of very exciting D20 cricket.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja, for your insights. Yes, we did see how the wicket behaved under lights yesterday. Let's head down yet again towards Ahmed Khwaja for the all-important toss with both the captains.
Toss time for match number 5 of the Emirates D20 2025. I have the 2 captains alongside me here at the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Leading team Abu Dhabi, of course, we have Ali Abid. Leading team Ajman, we have Ajman. And of course, our esteemed match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, is going to be Abu Dhabi to flip the coin, Ajman to call. Tails is the call from Ajman. It's a roller. Tails it is. Ajman, congrats, you won the toss. What have you decided?
We'll bowl first.
Taking a look at the track, what do you think is a decent score to chase in the second innings?
I think since we have been watching the tournament, and I think under light it gets slightly better to bat on. So I think we would try to restrict them as low as possible. But I think if we restrict them below 130, 140, that's a very good score to chase on under the lights. But anything near 150 also, I think we have a decent batting lineup to chase that down.
Well, you have raised the issue of the batting lineup. I don't want to recall what happened in the last match. What was the team talk like before the game today?
I think it was just the first game of the tournament, and to be honest, it's a long tournament. We have 10 games to go, and I think if we have one bad game like that, we shouldn't really focus much on that other than the 9 games which is left over in the tournament. So I think, yeah, we have positives coming in from that as well, that you know we need to gel up better as a team, and especially as a batting unit, and I think we have good 9 games ahead.
Team changes?
We have 2 changes. We have Aftab and Sagir going out, and we have Shahrukh Amin and Rail coming in.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Ali Abid, unfortunately toss हार गए, बैटिंग आ गई. अगर टॉस जीते तो क्या करते?
हमने पहले बॉलिंग करनी थी, लेकिन ये भी पार्ट ऑफ गेम है, तो कोशिश करेंगे कि ऊपर से रन थोड़े अच्छे बनाए आज.
पावर हाउस साइड है अबू धाबी की, 140 पे ऑल आउट हो गए, 20 ओवर भी नहीं खेले. क्या पैगाम दिया आपने लड़कों को?
बस यही है कि बैटिंग कोलैप्स कर गई थी आज. कोशिश करेंगे कि थोड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेके खेलें, तो 1-2 बंदे लंबा खेलेंगे तो 180 190 बना लेंगे इंशाल्लाह.
थोड़ी नहीं, ज्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले ले.
नहीं, एक बाउंड्री भी एक साइड पे शॉर्ट है ना, तो कोशिश करेंगे कि आज अच्छा सा टारगेट सेट करें.
टीम चेंजेस?
बस ये कि जुनैद की जगह नदीम आया है.
बेस्ट ऑफ लक.
थैंक यू.
Right, then news from the center. Ajman have won the toss, elected to bowl first.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja, for the all-important toss. Ajman winning the toss, opting to bowl first. Let's have a look at the squads of both the sides. Team Abu Dhabi, Luqman Faisal, Ali Abid, Ehtisham ul Haq, Mayank, Mohammad Nadeem, Shehan Veeraratna, who was good in his previous outing, Raja Akifullah Khan, Umair Ali, Haider Razak, Jeet Bhatia, and Siam Khan will conclude the playing 11 for Abu Dhabi. For Team Ajman, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, Ansh Tandon, Adnanul Mulk, the skipper, Raheel Ali, Shahrukh Amin, good to see him back in the side, Yahya Abdur Rahman, Basil Asim, Junaid Shamshu, Isam Mathiur Rab, Zohair Iqbal, and the spinner Muzammil Qasim will conclude the playing 11 for Ajman. Both the teams coming off a loss in the previous encounter, looking to open the account in this Emirates D20 2025 winter edition. What is expected to be a good contest. Joining me in the com box is my co-friend, co-commentator Asghar Khan. Asghar, welcome to the com box.
Thank you so much, Rizwan Rahman, and very good evening to our viewers right around the world. Like you mentioned, both teams coming off a defeat in their opening game, so they need to bounce back here. Ajman looked pretty ordinary yesterday, and that batting order needs to fire. I think they really need to get Junaid Shamsu up the order today. Later on, right now they've decided to bowl first. Abu Dhabi also need to find the combination and get going here. The start is going to be very important for both the teams, especially when you come off loss early on in the campaign. It just sometimes causes a bit of confusion, and that belief system needs to lift within the group. I'm sure they would have talked a lot, and the two match officials, two umpires walking out to the center, very experienced. And the teams are also warming up and warming to the task, Rizwan. It should be a very good contest.
Well, I'm pretty much optimistic. They've gone back to the drawing board. They've seen what went wrong yesterday. The analysts must have gone through it, and probably what I'm expecting today from Ajman, a bit of tweaking in their batting order. They've got the perfect combination. It's just that if they tweak their batting order, we did speak about it yesterday also, they should be in this contest.
Absolutely. A lot of work goes behind the scenes, but when you have back-to-back games, I think it's more mental rather than you have the opportunity to go to the nets or you do the training. Skill-wise, it's about the mental shift and game plan. Then comes the match day. It's all about execution.
Oh, absolutely. And it's the similar wicket that was played for the past couple of days. Luqman Faisal was off colour in the first game. They've made some changes there to their batting order as well. We know how explosive he could be if he gets going. He needs to find some runs under his belt. Keeping him company, I reckon, will be Shehan Veeraratne. And the usual option for Ajman, they would love to go with spin, and I think it will be Muzammil Qasim who will be starting the proceedings from the Bukhatir end.
Yeah, that's the way they normally operate, and they like to operate with Muzammil Qasim. Experienced bowler, can be a threat, especially if you look to play across the line. Predominantly, he's got a terrific wrong one, and he relies on that quicker through the air as well. Talking about Luqman Faisal, we all know how destructive he can be, but at times on pitches, the ball is not quite coming on. I think that's where he needs to really develop his game, and sometimes he needs to get in before look to play those big shots.
Yeah, just initially try to sort of understand the conditions and play accordingly. And once he gets his eyes set in, he's a destructive batter. We all know that. And the approach will be very simple. Well, what I've always noticed, even with Luqman Faisal, Asghar Khan, is, he loves that pace on offer. So this will be troubling him. Getting spin up, first up against Luqman Faisal, it's not going to be easy. And it's not easy to read Muzammil Qasim. It looks like a leg spinner, but he usually tends to bowl the dusra.
Absolutely. But I'm sure they must have played against him to understand what sort of deliveries likes to operate. Perfect start, right on the money, and nudged away on the offside, gets off the mark with a single.
Yeah, left and right hand. Decent in the previous encounter. He would look to go big. Ansh Tandon leading the side today. They would look to restrict Abu Dhabi under 150, 160. But as you rightly mentioned, if Luqman can spend some time out there, he will be absolutely destructive. Slip in place, shorter boundary on the onside for Shehan Veeraratna. Yeah, nicely played. The communication is crystal clear between these two batters. They've played a lot of cricket together. For the first time, Luqman Faisal making that shift from Team Sharjah to Team Dhabi.
Yeah, a lot of changes, players shifting to different states. This has gone straight up. It's a poor shot. Mid-on coming around and he puts it down. Ansh Tandon had a lot of opportunity to get under that one and got both hands to it. He'll be disappointed with this drop here.
Well, it will be exasperating for the bowler. You've got everything set up. You've come with a plan. You're executing your plan. Your has been put on. That should have been taken. Ansh Tandon, usually a very good fielder, unfortunately has grasped it. Shehan will have a sigh of relief. Watchfully played. A bit of mix-up yet again. Well, it's all happening in the first over. Opportunity created. Could have been a run out. So the match number 5 of the Emirates D20 2025 Winter Edition. We're coming you live and exclusive from Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Bit of nerves there from Shehan. Dropped previous delivery, then looking for a dicey run. Oh, this looks pretty close. Maybe tiny inside edge. This is going to be an interesting replay. Muzammil, that one went straight on.
Yeah. Yeah, could have been an inside edge or slightly drifting down the leg side maybe. A good decision in the end by the umpire. Trying to muscle it towards the onside. A wonderful over from Muzammil Qasim. End of 1, 3 for none. Zohair Iqbal will bowl from the Sharjah Cricket Academy and just bowled at 1 over yesterday. Was expensive. He's got a huge responsibility on his shoulders. Unfortunately, didn't get selected for the ILT Development League. So he's got to perform in order to move forward. Zohair Iqbal, we know he's a wonderful player. Bowling all-rounder. Can smack some biggies. Good movement, good lateral movement from Zohair Iqbal.
Yeah, very experienced cricketer, Zohair Iqbal. Played few seasons in South Africa as well. So he's got the ability and he's got the experience to back it up. I'm still looking for some sort of breakthrough at the highest level. He's been around the domestic circuit last couple of years. I think he's done really well. I like his attitude. He's a wholehearted cricketer.
Where he gives his 100%. Absolutely right. What you've mentioned, I fully echo with what you've just said, Asghar. Different conditions as opposed to South Africa. Completely different in the Middle East and back home in Pakistan as well. So he does have that experience that is required at this particular level and is looking for that big day to deliver.
Yeah, it's all about living in the present and trying to consistently follow the process, and you've got to stitch those little things together, put up a performance. He's one of the hard working cricketers around.
The man in purple desperately looking for a win. So far it has been clinical. Wonderful over from Muzammil Qasim. First up, beautiful delivery, nice swing in the air. And Shehan just guiding it for a single.
Ajman, they would have been off to a perfect start, Rizwan. Wicket in the first over, a chance put down, especially when you're coming off a losing streak. You just need to be really switched. Comes your way. Unfortunately, Ajman. Oh, that one just bounced a wee bit extra. Lukman is someone who doesn't move his feet much. He relies on hand-eye coordination. Even that last delivery, he was not quite back and across on top of the bounce. He just poked at it.
Similarly to what the way Hamid Khan plays, heavily relying upon the hand-eye coordination. You've got to have that feet movement as well. Understand how the wicket is operating in the first couple of overs. A sedate start for Luqman Faisal. Likes to go bang bang right from ball one. Good delivery yet again. He's shaping up really well. Zohair Iqbal so far clinical from him.
Fantastic stuff. An early indication of this surface, especially this time of the evening, the first game, is not quite coming on. We have seen later on, possibly in the second innings or under lights, ball tends to come onto the bat better. So batters, they need to work hard. Good toss to win for Ajman.
With the decision more often than not, winning the toss, opting to bowl first. He gets the connection this time. Didn't quite time it well, but he will certainly get the desired result that he wanted. A boundary for Luqman Faisal.
Always looking for that early boundary, and this time he does get it over mid-on to finish the second over. 9 for none after 2.
Three of 6 for Shehan. Oh, they got that connection all right. And the ball will find the fence. Easy pickings for Shehan Veeraratna on that occasion.
There is something for the spinners on this surface, but you got to bowl the right pace and the right length. That was way too slow for this surface. He had a lot of time to just work it around the corner, lapped it almost. Didn't try to hit it hard. Only one man on the leg side. In front of square, that's 4.
Full toss. In the gap, the fielder will cut it off. A couple of runs. So a decent start to third over for Team Abu Dhabi, the men in yellow. They're certainly missing the services of the ex-captain Rohan Mustafa. Ali Abid, the skipper in this edition of the D20.
Ali Abid experience numerous. Shahrukh Amin, 9 from Shehan comes to an end.
Well, he did create that opportunity in the first over, and yet again providing that opportunity. Shahrukh Amin takes it quite comfortably. Was trying to go behind the point region, not getting the timing right, and in the end a comfortable catch. Shehan Veeraratna will have to depart. 9 of 10. Dhabi lose their first. 15 for 1. The new batter walking out to the centre is Mayank Chaudhary, an impressive batter considered as a destroyer, and his team usually scores at about 180, 190 strike rate. Loves to open the innings, but currently coming in at number 3. Was part of Team Fujairah in the previous edition and watchfully played.
Fine young player. He's improved a lot in recent past. He's got the power game as well to play those big shots, but right now it's getting your eye in.
So a very valid point that you've mentioned, talking about the power game. And besides having that power game, he's got that middle game as well, especially between 7 to 15. We'll talk more about it. 3 overs gone, 16 for 1. Three overs, 16 for 1. Mayank, another prospect who loves that onto the bat, loves the seam in the power play, the seam bowlers. Good delivery. Aiming quick from Zohair Iqbal. He's maneuvering his pace. He's got that variations as well as
Yeah, he's done really well here. He's provided the control, and from the other end, they've got the breakthrough. So it's all about keeping the pressure on here. Mayank and Lukman both like this off the surface, but right now this pitch is not offering that pace. So they've got to work hard for the runs here.
beautiful Yorker and gets his willow right on time. Lukman Faisal cannot believe it. He certainly enjoyed that Zohair Iqbal. Wonderful piece of bowling from Zohair Iqbal.
Not an easy ball to execute with the new ball. Very few can do it. That Yorker. And it swung away from Lukman as well. That was crashing towards that off stump. Did well to maintain the shape and played it with the full face of the bat.
Watching it till the end of the release is Lukman Faisal shaping away yet again. He's doing extremely good job here. Zohair Iqbal, a direct hit, but I reckon Lukman Faisal has comfortably made it. This is exactly what you would need as a seamer. First up in the power play, bowling with a lot of G-force. Zohair Iqbal. It has been referred upstairs.
Well. His bat just got stuck, but I think did well to just get it in time. Lapreet was slightly on the heels there. And his weight was on the back foot as well. Lukman looking to drive that one. So, well, they may want to look at again to be certain. Good one-handed pickup and throw. Well, this will tell us. I think he's just about safe there.
He just made his ground. Yeah, that's the signal from the umpire. And talking about Mayank as well, he loves to open. He's a natural opening batter. And given that he's actually made that shift from Fujairah to Abu Dhabi, they're just trying various options. And I reckon Mayank and Lukman Faisal will be the right combination to open the innings. Have Ali Abid at number 3, followed by Shihan Veeraratna, who's got that middle game.
That's a very good observation, Rizwan. I must say that. Sometimes in the modern day game, the analyst and coaching staff, we get sucked into this philosophy of right and left hand combination. But first of all and foremost, you need people who are very comfortable in those sort of roles. And I do feel that Shihan could add more value at number 4. That's a great point.
It's technically absolutely perfect. He knows his game, and especially nicely flicked away. Got Salasim, another medium pace bowler for Ajman. And I think they've got perfect combination. It's all about finding out the perfect combination given the kind of surface that they are playing and executing it accordingly. Well, it's a long tournament, as we understand.
And as an opener, you have to take risk. And today, Shihan played slightly out of comfort. That's not his natural game, taking risks in the power play. That's a big shot. That's his natural game. When he hits the ball, it's a stay hit. Gigantic from Luqman Faisal.
It was ballistic from Luqman Faisal. Half tracker, there was bounce on it, and he loves the ball coming onto the bat and getting the correction absolutely right from the meat of the bat. This will bring us to the end of over number 4. Abu Dhabi are 25 for 1. Muzammil Qasim to continue has just given away 10 runs and picked up a wicket as well of Shihan Veeraratna. It's created a bit of pressure there. Tossed up delivery, gets the connection absolutely right. It's into the stands. A massive one from Mayank.
I like this from Mayank. Real positive intent. Although he's just faced 4 deliveries before that. Mighty up. Watches it on that.
Remember, it was a really, really well. That's the class of my. It's exact. And you just nudge away for a single. That's how you construct an innings. They've got the foundation laid now, and with wickets in hand, they can look to score big.
Exactly. Next delivery, working it into the gaps. Looks to go over the top. Not quite timing it. Thick inside half of the bat this time from Luqman. It's a difficult shot to execute. Looking to hit through extra cover with that drift from.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He was trying to target the extra cover region. Nudging it yet again. Doing things right.
The rest of the over. They got 9.
Tries to go big. That will be a wide. It was a long hop. And it spun away from Luqman Faisal. Charges down the wicket. It's high and it's handsome onto the rooftop.
He's got the ability to hit the ball long way. He doesn't only hit sixes, but he hits them huge as well. That's his second maximum. The first one, ball disappeared and lost. I'm not sure they can find this one back. Yes, they got it. Well. What a strike.
Yeah, massive. Mayank and Luqman Faisal complementing each other really well. And that was a wise move, I must say, from the skipper Ansh Tandon to have Muzammil Qasim. He just gave away those 10 runs in the first couple of overs, but this one was expensive. 16 runs of it. 5 overs gone. Abu Dhabi on track, 41 for 1. Well, this is a gamble from Ansh Tandon. Junaid Shamshu has been given the responsibility to bowl the final over of the power play. We know he's got that military medium pace, and two settled batters, I must say Mayank and Luqman, would want to maximize the opportunity in the final over of the power play, where he's got a responsibility on his shoulders. Junaid Shamshu, considered as a batting all-rounder for Team Ajman, coming from Sharjah Cricket Academy, and remember he's got a short boundary on the onside. Starts off well. A dot delivery.
Yeah, as far as bowling is concerned, not too many options they have. Sagir missing out today, and Aftab Javed also not there. So two of those who were their regular bowlers. So Junaid Shamsu has got to fill in here, and that's a dangerous proposition for you as a captain when you have to fill lots of overs from part-timers. It just releases the pressure. Junaid Shamsu is a useful medium pacer, but not a real threat.
It's the combination, isn't it? And the kind of surface you're playing, the availability of players, all those things matter. Your captain will have a plan, and that has to be executed. It's good to see Shahrukh Amin in the side, in absence of Sagir, left-hand batter. Good delivery, 3 dot deliveries on the trot. Junaid Shamshu has done well so far.
Bowling off stump channel. He's done really well here. Back end of the power play. Every delivery is important, and 3 dots here might just force Mayank to take a bit of a chance, and that's what you want. You want the batters to feel that pressure.
Nicely worked away. Here, you made a point. Abu Dhabi taking on Ajman, match number 5 of the Emirates D20 2025. Played it late, but straight to the field. A wonderful over in the context of the game from Junaid Shamshu.
Gloss ball coming up here. right on cue. Junaid Shamsu will be hoping that he can finish well. And on the other end, I'm sure Lukman Faisal will be tempted to play a big shot. This is the last ball of the restrictions and a crucial delivery coming up.
Will he take that calculated risk? Hey, nicely bowled yet again. A wonderful over. Just a single of that over. What a start for Junaid Shamsu. 6 overs gone. 42 for 1. End of power play. That's the sign from the 7 runs and over. Given the conditions, they would still take it with power pack batting lineup still left. The likes of Usman Pandit, Ali Abid, they all can bat. The good thing for Abu Dhabi is they haven't lost many wickets apart from Shehan Veeraratne. Start his from the Bukhatir end. Quite an impressive lad. Wavered down the leg side. Not a good start for him. Junaid Shamsu has created that pressure at the other end. You've got to compliment him.
Absolutely. This is a game of partnerships. You do need those bowling partnerships to happen. It's created the pressure. If Basil can stick to his plans and bowl a tidy over, then it becomes a wicket-taking option, and next over batter will be forced to take risk.
We've seen that with Muzammil Qasim and Zohair Iqbal. Zohair in his first over was quite dominant, and that did enable to create that pressure, and in the end one opportunity which was created was grasped and second one was latched onto it. And when you have one bowler, as you rightly mentioned, you've got to keep up the pressure. Shuffles, change in pace, but he will find the fence. Not quite impressive, but he will still get a boundary for it.
Inexperience from Basil, because Lukman moved quite early and then he needed to adjust his line as well to off stump, which he was not able to do that. And Lukman knew that the young bowler, inexperienced at this level, this is his opportunity, this is his moment to put him under pressure.
As a youngster, when you get beaten up, you sort of lose your focus. Things which may not work in your favor.
Yeah, on these slow surfaces, especially, not much lateral movement. I think you just need to understand your role, and his role is right now is to contain. Go at 5-6 runs per over, slow delivery here and there, some cross seam stuff, but he's got to be relentlessly good.
Yeah, that was a very good line. A huge appeal from Basil Asim. Umpire absolutely not interested, and that's exactly the area he's got to be bowling at.
Sometime I've noticed a lot, Rizwan, a lot of young bowlers, they're always looking to take wickets, which is always a positive mindset, but in T20 cricket, it's about being relentlessly good on a length. Let's have a look at the replay. Good delivery outside the line, great decision by the umpire. Hit the back leg, we'll come back to it. Nicely nudged away on the onside. So even if you don't pick up a wicket in a T20 game, I'm talking about, you go around 6-7 runs per over, you've done a great job, because then you allow somebody else to pick up a wicket. It's a team game. It's not end of the day against your name how many wickets you took. It's about getting a job done, and it's about winning games and playing your role accordingly.
And mind you, the selectors would actually look at it as well. They would look what conditions you're actually bowling, how is the wicket behaving. It's not always the criteria of wickets that is considered. 7 overs gone, 52 for 1. Junaid Shamsho will continue. Nicely nudged away. I think he's done extremely well. 7 deliveries so far, just given away 1 run. He's worked on his bowling skills as well, Asghar.
Yeah, he's always a very, very handy cricketer. Match winner with the bat. Not the quickest in the field, but he's got great hands. Anything close to him, I have seen him take some remarkable catches. He's got bucket hands and a more than useful medium pacer. So you want in your team who wants to give 100%, and he always played with great self-belief.
And he's a complete team player, Junaid Shamsho. To whichever team he has represented, quite positive in his approach. A complete team member, contributes towards the team in multiple departments. A three-dimensional cricketer, I must say. Cut away. But they've got protection there. And what I'm quite liking about these two batters as well, given the kind of surface that they're actually batting on, the ball is not coming onto the bat quite easily, and they're taking their time out. They're not bogged down with the pressure. Those 8 or 9 runs are not coming. What they believe, the self-belief that they have, is if they stay there till the end, they can get their team to a mammoth score.
There's a nice tempo, nice template from these two. Very much assured of themselves. And if you just noticed, Mayank, he's looked better than even Lukman, who's played some wonderful shots, but strike rotation. He's looking really good here. He's looking in control. He's got that game. And when you're able to rotate strike, Rizwan, it takes the pressure off you.
And it'll give you a lot of confidence as well. Charges down the wicket. The pressure was building up. Fielder's calling it. Keeper takes it. A wonderful catch in the end. We were expecting something to happen. And in the end, Luqman Faisal, trying to go big, gets caught by the keeper.
10 deliveries from Junaid Shamsuddin. Before that one, has cost only 5, and that's the reason. Looking to break free, looking to break the shackles. Nicely caught. Once it goes above the sky that much, it's never easy. Hard-fought innings from Luqman comes to an end, but he will be disappointed. He'd done the hard work, but couldn't really capitalize. 26 of 19, 55 for 2.
Ali Abid walks out to the center, wayward delivery that will have to be reloaded. Usually takes that responsibility in the middle order. But so far, getting those variations. Coming in, Harpreet Singh Bajwa, and Ali Abid gets off the mark, picks up a couple. Will bring us to the end of over number 58. To continue. Was an offside edge. The pressure was created by Junaid Shamshu and Basilas same water. Joining me in the com box is Ahmed Khwaja. Welcome, Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Rizwan. What a fabulous delivery. I was watching him closely in the first over. He is bowling at a very lively clip. Excellent channel. Just leaving him, holding its line. And Mayank Chaudhary is duly impressed. That was a Jaffa from the young speedster. And back-to-back wickets falling here for Abu Dhabi. They're in a spot of bother now. 58 for 3.
If we analyze those 2 wickets that have fallen for Team Abu Dhabi, Luqman Faisal has actually thrown away his wicket, whilst Basil Asim has actually earned the wicket of Mayank. Wonderful bowling, aiming the 4th stump channel, and all of a sudden they lose 3 wickets. They've got a lot of work. 2 new batters out to the centre. They've got to construct a partnership from here on. A quick single. Ehtisham gets off the mark.
He reminds me a lot. He sprints and quick arm action. Tall. Yeah, just going below 7 runs per over. Need to bat for time for a little while. Will only be a single. I would like that mid-wicket fielder perhaps just to come into the circle, entice the Abu Dhabi batters to look for that pull shot.
Absolutely. And try to create that pressure. Try to avoid those singles as well. And you create the dot ball pressure. We've seen what has happened earlier on.
Very focused on his task, young Basil. Oh, caught and bowled. Was a difficult one. That would have been a stunner.
He did well. He got his hand to it. Just could not latch onto it. Basil Assam, wonderful over, a wicket. And that one with 3 runs. 9 overs gone. 61 for 3.
Good bowling change. I like this coming in from Ajman. He's seeing that the seamers are not allowing Abu Dhabi off the leash. Junaid Shamsu with a quick burst. Now Zuhair back into the attack. So he's certainly hunting for wickets. Chance for a run out. Direct hit could have been close. That was a risky single.
Cap. One, but is done well. Under 7 runs and over is what they're currently scoring at. The idea would be to restrict them under 150.
Come out with a game plan.
"29 years old, Sohair Iqbal, as opposed to Asim, who must be in his late teens, about 18 or 19. But he cranks up the pace really well, Sohair Iqbal.
Yeah, full testament to his fitness and commitment to the game. Thudded into the pads, but it's gone fine. Push for 2. Good running between the wickets. If you can't find the boundary, run hard between the 22 yards.
Yeah, just ensure you keep the scoreboard ticking. Keep rotating your strike. You will get those odd deliveries that can be punished. Those, as long as you stay away from those dot balls, you're in the contest.
So far, they've done a fabulous job outside the power play, building a lot of pressure. Current run rate not taking Abu Dhabi anywhere. Beautiful delivery. Was looking for the drive and just nipped away.
Because I would say millimeters away from that willow. Yeah, I'm pretty much optimistic. The bowlers of Abu Dhabi are having a close watch to the way the surface is behaving. We've seen Siam Khan was completely off colour yesterday. He will play a huge role in the bowling department of Abu Dhabi today.
Yeah, they do have a better pace attack on paper. Even though it's the 3rd day on this track, now that live grass has really died off, plus we've had the heavy roller on it consistently. So I would have imagined it'd be a better track for batting. But still, If you bend your back, if you hit the seam, there is something on offer.
Especially Zohair with front on action as opposed to the side on action. The pace is relatively slightly lesser to a bowler with a side on action, but he's done well. Just a single there. Yeah, lot of learning, and definitely talking about Haider Razak as well. He's been quite impressive. He performed really well yesterday, and he's got a responsibility today as well.
Oh, he's an outstanding bowler. All three in combination, very destructive, and they even have Zia Mukhtar on the bench. Very fine bowler, experienced for Abu Dhabi for many years. But certainly the first half of this innings have it. One good looking punch, mid off is up, and that will easily find the fence.
Stand and deliver. Evsham getting a boundary, the first one for him. Zohair Iqbal leaking away the boundary of the final delivery. Similar thing that happened earlier on as well. And he knew where the field was placed, and he gets a boundary. It will be the end of over number 10, 70 for 3, and it's time for drinks.
Right then, back live after the drinks break. Match is fascinatingly poised here, Rizwan. 70 for 3. Maybe more towards the bowling side rather than Abu Dhabi. What do you reckon?
Yeah, they've got 7 in hand, and with the kind of bowling lineup they have, they would be targeting somewhere close to 150, 160 runs. We've seen the batting of Ajman was fragile yesterday. So the whole idea is not to go for that 190, 180. Anywhere close to 160, 150, they'll be happy.
Well, a change in the bowling, some leg break coming in. Samati Urab, very talented young bowler. But the way Basil was bowling, I'm not sure why they've taken him off.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 good overs from him. Junaid Shamshu has 2. Musambil Qasim has 1 left. I think you made a valid point. When you're able to create that pressure, you might as well give him that third over consecutively.
You don't really want to expose the youngster bowling at the death in the slog overs. It's a very fragile thing, the confidence of a young fast bowler. But let's see. Ansh Tandon is certainly cooking up a plan. Assam didn't bowl too badly yesterday. There was spin on offer. Long on, mid-wicket square leg in position, and a very straightish short mid in a catching position for Ehtisham. Reaching for the ball. When Assam gets it right, he is a terrific bowler.
Yeah, he just has to be mindful of dropping it short and bowling those half volleys. Anything marginally short, both these batters can hit you out of the park.
Nicely done. Nothing much you can do with that delivery. Direct hit. And that ricochet. Well, I don't want to start ranting here. Rizwanur Rahman, you know my feelings about that.
Up another single there, 2 runs on.
Why do you punish the fielding side for something good? Good fielding at cover point. That extra cover on the fence was slightly straight. If that had gone through, that would have been 4.
The only thing that I would talk about Assam is once he hits for a boundary, he tries to do multiple things. And as we speak, long hop went for a maximum.
Too easy for Ali Abid. Had all the time in the world to rock back and rock Assam's world with a huge 6. And when Ali Abid tees off, watch out.
Oh, absolutely. Quite destructive. And now this is where he's got to come back. Especially after being hit for a boundary, he tends to lose that focus and tends to be a bit wayward, Assam Mathiur Rab.
So 10 runs off the over, a productive one. Oh, inside edge and got him. It was too close to cut. And Ali Abid pays the price.
Well, he'll be mighty pleased with that. After being hit for a maximum, he found a way to pick up a wicket. Oh, good delivery. Inside edge onto the stumps. 4th wicket down for Team Abu Dhabi. And it's a price scalp. Ali Abid will have to walk back, trying to cut it. And straight, it went on to hit the stumps. Abu Dhabi lose another wicket. 4 wickets down. Ali Abid walks back after scoring 13 of 12.
Well, the mystery has been solved. It's a change of ends for Basil. Now they're giving him the shorter onside boundary from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. But Ali Abid has headed back to the dugout. Loose shot. Mohammad Nadeem. Another power package coming in at 6. Pick up shot and straight to the fielder. It's all going wrong for Abu Dhabi.
Well, Ehtisham, you've just lost a wicket. You might as well just construct an innings from there, but in the process it was a half tracker trying to go big towards the onside, but straight down the throat of the fielder Zohair Iqbal.
Just couldn't resist. And Ajman are on fire here. Back-to-back strikes has Abu Dhabi in serious trouble. 80 for 5 now. Well, when the team is in a crisis situation, experience is the name of the game. Umair Ali Khan, outstanding all-rounder, represented the UAE national team for many years. A key player for Abu Dhabi in the D series. But what about this lad? 2 for 13, Basel Asam. This could be the emergence of a young star. Fabulous bowling. And well, Abu Dhabi are really up against it now, Rizwan.
Surely a star in the making. And the batters are just checking in and checking out. You've got to give some time there. And if you look at the batters who have batted so far, they've got a power-packed batting house. We've seen Mayank, we've seen Luqman Faisal, Ali Abid, barring Shehan Ruiratna, who basically tends to score about 150 strike rate. The rest of the batters, they've got a power package.
Oh, absolutely, it's still a side chock full of superstars, match winners in their own right, but they've just had a slow start to the tournament. Fair enough, it's a double round robin stage, you have 10 matches, but you don't want to start off with 2 losses.
Absolutely, and still I believe one good partnership from here, especially in a T20 game, getting quick 50. And both the batters do have that caliber, Umair Ali Khan and Mohammad Nadeem.
Nipping in off the surface, but mid-on is on the fence, so Umair will get off the mark quite safely. Can they get up to maybe 150 here? It's looking slightly difficult at the moment.
Well, as long as they can get close to 150 for sure. And the idea will be to rotate strike and make sure punish the bad deliveries. We know how big of a hitter is Mohammad Nadeem, but I think it's more often than not the muscular instinct that takes over the game situation.
Yeah, he needs to show some calmness here. Fair enough, you like to belt the ball hard, but the team is in a serious spot of bother.
We've seen Khalid Shah doing that. Naturally, he's quite aggressive. And there was one delivery, the last delivery, if I remember, in the game that he played, the first one, was trying to be defensive. In the process, he lost the wicket.
Yeah, sometimes it's quite unnatural for some of these big hitters to try to defend the ball. But certainly they'll have to, because the pitch is not a straightforward one. Another tidy over from Basel. 12 gone, 83 for 5. So Essam did take a bit of tap but picked up the key wicket. Nicely bowled. You don't see Umair Ali Khan leaving a delivery very often.
Yeah, he certainly understands the situation. Has got all the experience. Just taking his time there. And right approach, I must say.
Oh, this is high. Mid-wicket, can he reach it? Lovepreet. Well taken. And Umair Ali Khan has gifted his wicket.
Oh, he certainly has. We were just talking about it. He usually likes to belt it right from ball one. Given the condition, he should have stayed there. It was in his slot, but not timing it well. And Isam Mathurab yet again picking another wicket. A wonderful catch. Eyes glued to the ball by Lovepreet Singh Bajwa.
A no-show from the star all-rounder. And Abu Dhabi are up against it big time. 6th wicket down. Well, it's all going according to plan for Ajman. Every move that Ansh Tandon has made so far has paid off. I was a little concerned when Assam came on after the drinks break. But look at that. He's silenced me. 2 for 10 in 1.2 overs. Raja Akifullah. He played a decent hand in the previous match. He'll need to do so once more.
Not
Yeah, it was a nothing shot considering it's a bigger boundary. Oh, outside edge. Where was the slipper? Would like to see Ajman to be a bit more offensive in the field positioning now. You can really roll them over quickly.
absolutely, and I think they've got to go all out from here on. Get Junaid Shamshu back. Basil Asam probably has an over left. Continue with him. He's bowling good channels.
Yeah, Junaid Shamsu, he does have the ability to land that Yorker as well quite consistently. So he can be a death option. Zohair has one over left. Almighty heave towards the onside. But the boundaries have certainly dried up. 86 for 6. .86 for 6 in dire straits are Abu Dhabi. And perhaps the pick of the Ajman bowlers. Young Basil Asim will complete his spell. And I like this. Complete his 4 over quota early. Maybe he can provide you a 3rd wicket coming around the stumps. Oh, down the leg side. Attempted Yorker. Asghar Khan joining me in the comm box. What has gone wrong for the men in yellow?
It's hard to understand. When last time I was here, they were in wonderful position. The partnership was cruising, and in the space of 6 overs, a lot has changed, Ahmed Khwaja.
Well, are you blaming us? It was not our doing. It was certainly Assam and Basil. Yeah, just some loose shots. Not applying themselves. And this young boy, he's really caught my eye.
He's done really well here. After expensive first over where he went for 10, he's bounced back really well.
Well, funnily enough, before the toss, when the teams were out there doing their warm-ups, he came up to me and said hello. Very sweet, very well-mannered boy. And Ali Abid and Raja Akifullah were there chatting with me as well. So I'm like, go after them, go get them. And that's really happened. What I like about him is that consistent length that he's bowling.
Very impressive. Back and honest feedback can really help you.
Oh, most certainly. We only wish them well. If they shine, we shine. We want UAE to reach new heights in terms of cricket. Bowled him! What a delivery! Nipping in off the surface. That is world class.
That sort of length coaches talk about hitting the top of off stump. This boy has done exactly this, the perfect delivery, and Nadeem is looking very, very perplexed here. Top class stuff from the youngster.
That is outrageously good. And Mohammad Nadeem had no chance. He is completely bamboozled. 7 wickets down now are Abu Dhabi. Haider Razak, he can pack a punch. And Basil Asim has run right tonight here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Outstanding spell from this young speedster. This D20 is being defined by the young fast bowlers in the UAE. Oh, look at that one. Squared him up. And even Haider Razak was mystified.
Absolutely fantastic from Basil.
Yeah, he's all skin and bones really. But just that natural speed. He is a born fast bowler. And the way he's probed away on that length, it's truly been a sight to behold. And he has Abu Dhabi on the mat. This is a coming out party for this youngster. Just struggling when he's coming around the wicket though. I would perhaps suggest keep it simple. Even to the left-hander, you can afford to come over the wicket. Try to find that outside edge.
Because the natural angle will take the ball away from the left-hander. And early on, Akif Raja is not really known for his batting, so you can nick him off here.
Yeah, he can hang around at best, you feel. And they certainly will need to for the next 6 overs. Fending at that ball once again. Well, maybe Basil doesn't want his spell to end. Hence he's bowling these wides.
But he would love to end it with a wicket here. He's already got a 3 for 20. And this angle is not everybody's cup of tea until you're Stuart Broad or Andrew Flintoff to get the ball to straighten.
Yeah, that was truly a very unique ability they had. There you go. Catches the outside edge. And Akifullah will retain strike. Outstanding spell, young man. 3 for 21 on the night. It's 91 for 7. Essam Mathurab, he's played his part. 2 for 13. Been outstanding. Well, that is how Raja Hakifullah is going to apply himself, and rightfully so. He does have the shorter onside boundary. It really doesn't make sense at all. It's such a big name side, all proven superstars. This is a miscue. Cover fielder, simple catch. Flight, dip, turn, out.
Down for 92.
Jeet Bhatia, another exciting young leg spinner. So you do expect him to be able to read Essam Mathurab. 92 for 8. Abu Dhabi have had a horrid start to the Emirates D20. Bowled out for 140 odd yesterday. On the verge of being bowled out here. And as a manager, or if you're part of the coaching staff, what do you tell your boys, Asghar?
It's about the batters. Innings, and unfortunately it hasn't happened. Same thing for Ajman as well yesterday. So a lot of batters throwing their wickets away.
Yeah, it's not like the pitch is that hard to bat on, or maybe it is. We'll have to get the feedback from the players. But what action we've witnessed over the last 2 days, fair enough, there's a bit of grass cover, but it's not been an unplayable deck at all.
Oh, absolutely. But it's a surface, I feel, Ahmed Khwaja, it's hard to start off. And if you get in, then it's added responsibility for you to make it count.
You make an excellent point. That's why the likes of Mayank really needed to convert their start. Lukman Faisal as well. Is there an edge? Yes, there is. Wicket number 9, down for Abu Dhabi.
Possibly a tiny little inside edge. Bigger hike across the line, he doesn't think so, but the umpire is quite assured and he gives him out. Sam strikes again.
Yeah, Raja Akifullah, he was looking for that slog. Just played outside the line of the ball. Good wicket keeping. Those are never easy. And he will trudge back to the dugout. Gone for 5. 9 down for 93. A shocking batting performance from Abu Dhabi. Right then, Siam Khan and Jeet Bhatia. Can you bat the final 5 overs? Junaid Shamsu will have something else planned. 4 for 15. Essam Mathurab. What a spell. And it's been the young brigade of Ajman who've done the job.
Excellent stuff, especially in the absence of Saghir and Aftab, the left-arm spinner, the batting all-rounder. They've done really well. It's great to see these youngsters stepping up to this occasion for Ajman.
Absolutely. It's a platform to perform, get recognized. Well, long on is outside the circle. Not sure why when you have number 11 at the crease.
Well, possibly for Sayam Khan, you got to keep them back because what I know of him, he will look to play those big shots.
Yeah, he's not going to hang around. Might as well express yourself. Off-pace delivery. And rightfully so. You need runs on board, and just prodding it around won't get you there.
Last pair in the middle. Play a few shots. Try to add another 20, 25. Give something for the bowlers to bowl at.
Oh, inside edge. That was a perfect Yorker coming in from Shamsu. I was just waiting for the death rattle in my ear.
He's done really well here, Junaid Shamsuddin. Tidy stuff. He was the one who started that spell where he was able to put that pressure on Lukman and then Mayank as well. Got that breakthrough, and ever since then, Ajman, they've really dominated this.
Yeah, that quiet over in the power play. You're spot on there. Oh, just about dug it out. But the way he's exposing those sticks, eventually Shamsu will get it right.
Yeah, good cricket all round, good Yorker and equally well played. Won't be a bad idea. It's just a loopy sort of slow delivery.
Oh, and it's dropped at short extra. Assam Mathurab, I felt he reacted late to that one. Was expecting it to come quicker. And a chance has gone begging. But another superb over from Junaid Shamsuddin. 94 for 9. Well, another wicket taker coming into the attack. Maybe just drifting down leg, didn't really bother with an appeal.
To get him, because he's going to the stumps, and playing a will bring an opportunity for Muzammil here.
Once again, there is a deep mid-wicket in position. Why not bring him into the circle? You have the bigger onside boundary. Entice them to go for the big shot. With the tail enders, very likely you will get a top edge. Well, Siam Khan is living on the edge.
He will fancy his chances here and he swing his willow and hope that he connects one.
Well, that's a very nice back cut.
Played it late enough, watched it well enough. And Muzammil Qasim almost thought that he had his man there, but managed to put some bat on it.
Yeah, eventually gets off the mark. And you should expect Jeet Bhatia at least to apply himself, but time is of the essence as well for Abu Dhabi. They have not started off the D20 well at all. Muzammil racing through his over. Swing and a miss again. And very lucky to survive. 97 for 9. Junaid Shamsu has been outstanding. 1 for 8 in 3 overs. And he'd look to mop up the tail. Fishing outside off. Ajman have not put a foot wrong this evening.
Want a clinical finish as well. Do not allow this pair to bat out the overs and get another 20 runs.
Yeah, don't let them linger. That's a very confident drive. Jeet Bhatia certainly applying himself the best he can. And if your partner is looking comfortable, then the onus is on you, Siam Khan, to feed him the strike.
Well, contrasting styles. Well, Jeet Ahmed Khwaja has looked really compact, being impressive, batting down the order. He's looked good. There.
This will balloon over mid-off. Touch and go. Basel will rein it in. So they're just inching towards the triple figure mark. Like I mentioned, 125 could be tricky.
Especially the batting form of Ajman. That's a concern. And it's a game of confidence, Ahmed Khwaja. When the chips are down, you're struggling with your batting lineup. That's where a couple of early wickets and then the panic could sit in.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of depth in their batting, even though Shahrukh Amin has been added to the side to bolster the top order. Is there an outside edge? Nope. Umpire Razik did not hear anything. And to be honest, neither did I.
They both looked interested. The bowler and the wicketkeeper went up straight away, but sometime they go in excitement.
Yeah, these celeb appeals, I don't think umpires enjoy them. You should always turn around and ask politely. Try to butter them up. Give them a cup of chai whenever you can. Swing and a miss once more. Well, Siam Khan is not going to change his mindset.
So far, he's gone after everything. 10 deliveries and he's hardly middled one. 3 of 10.
Yeah, even though there are huge gaps on the onside, you can just drop it and pick up a couple. But he's interested in maximums. Swing and a miss again. 1 for 11 on the day from Junaid Shamsu. Very good. 100 for 9. So Zuhair Iqbal back in to bowl the penultimate over. He would love to have a wicket to his name. Does have that extra yard of pace as compared to Junaid Shamsu. So maybe he can get one through the defense of Jeet Bhatia or Siam Khan. Time will tell. But Abu Dhabi certainly another disappointing batting performance. Were rolled over for 140 odd in their opening game, and they've been even worse this evening. No application at all from the middle order. Siam Khan pushing for 2 and they'll get it. Nice running.
Good stuff here from Jeet. He's looked good and he's playing orthodox cricket at the moment. And trying to stitch up this partnership. Zuhair Iqbal, can he produce one of those brilliant Yorkers which he has in his armory? They need to knock over the last pair here.
Another fascinating encounter coming up after this. We have the high-flying Team Dubai taking on Emirates Blues. So that should be a interesting contest. Both sides looking in good nick. Well played. Very nice off drive. So Jeet Bhatia is certainly getting these valuable runs.
Looking compact here. Any top order batter would have been proud of that drive. The way he's able to cover the line and middle it.
Zohair trying to land that Yorker. Like you mentioned, he is pretty good at the death. Played a few seasons in South Africa, as you mentioned. Oh, it's hit him on the boot, but he's remained outside leg, and he'll kick it away for a leg bye.
Great Yorker. Not easy sometime in these conditions, although the dew hasn't really came on as yet, but sometime here in this part of the world, Yorker is a difficult delivery to execute.
Absolutely. It takes the most energy out of you, bowling those quick bumpers or Yorkers. And of course, with the ability of these batters to bat 360 degrees, you get it wrong, you can be ramped or scooped for 4. Top edge on the pull, but it will fall just in front of the long leg. Wasn't a bad idea by any means. Caught Jeet by surprise.
Excellent piece of thinking on part of Zohair. Tested him and almost got the result. But they're hanging in here.
Yeah, just drip by drip. Prolonging the innings. Adding whatever they can. Maybe a flashed boundary here or there. Could push them towards 120 if they do really well. Just about got his bat down in time. Well, he's hung around for 13 deliveries, so you have to give him credit for that.
Oh, absolutely. He's done well here, and so is Zohair Iqbal. Not able to pick up a wicket, but it's a tidy spell from Zohair.
Yeah, they're a very plucky side, Ajman. And all of these players, it's more or less the same squad in every D competition. So they're well gelled as a unit. They know the strengths and weaknesses of each other. Nicely flicked, and he will retain the strike. Final over coming up. 107 on board for Abu Dhabi. So it's going to be Essam Mathiurab to bowl the final over of the innings. He would dearly like a fifer. A good fielding that could have easily skipped past Shahrukh Amin for a couple of runs or a boundary.
Good work in the field here. Essam Mathiurab into his last over here. He's got opportunity here to pick up a fifer, and that's a rare sight in T20 cricket.
We haven't seen that googly from him. Big heave-ho. And there could be a run out. No, he's just made it back in time. Jeet Bhatia was thankfully quick enough. Siam Khan was never really interested in a single. Not getting in line with the ball.
Yes, swinging too hard here. Rather than just need to put back to ball and give the strike back to Jeet. 2 dot balls. Good stuff from the leg spinner.
And that will be wicket number 5 for Essam Mathiurab. Dancing down the track, you miss and you'll get stumped.
Terrific stuff. A 5-wicket haul is a rare feat in T20 cricket. Nicely bowled, tossed up, and Siam was nowhere near it. Yayan does the rest. Abu Dhabi bowled out inside 20 overs.
In back-to-back games, and this time they don't have many runs on board. A clinical bowling display from Ajman. Essam Mathiurab with 5, Basil Asim, the young speedster, with 3. Muzammil picking up a wicket as well. An all-round good show. And Ansh Tandon will be mighty, mighty pleased.
Disappointing batting performance. Getting starts but not going on will certainly haunt them here, and that has really hurted them big time, Ahmed Khwaja.
Just 108. And they didn't bat their 20 overs either. Plenty of questions to be asked, even though you could see in that batting scorecard as well, everybody got off to a start, but nobody kicked on.
The disappointing part we have mentioned in the past as well, especially on a surface like this, where there's something for the bowlers. It's a slow surface. It's always hard to start off your innings.
9 extras contributing to take them just above 100. In terms of the bowling, well, Ajman as a unit was superb. 1 for 29, Muzammil. Zuhair did a tidy job, even though he went wicketless. Junaid Shamsu was brilliant, 1 for 11. But Basil Asim, 3 for 21 was outstanding. And Essam Mathurab, absolutely untouchable, 5 for 16 in his 4-over quota. Truly a magnificent display from the Ajman unit. Taking a look at the highlights. Well, it was Luqman Faisal with the early aggression. Shehan Weeraratne promoted to opener, played a few sparkling shots, but then chopped one straight to cover point. Mayank Chaudhary and Luqman Faisal were looking to build up a partnership in the power play. Some big hits coming in, taking on Muzammil Qasim. That was hoiked away for 4 as well. But nobody could have predicted the storm that was coming. Loose shot. Basil Asim getting Mayank to nick off. Ihtisham played a good looking drive. Ali Abid smashed a 6 off a long hop. But then this was the key moment in the game. Chopped onto the stumps. Basil picked up a wicket immediately the next ball. And they slumped to 80 for 5. Umair Ali Khan, a loss of concentration, gifting his wicket. And what an absolute ripper to get through the defense of Mohammad Nadeem. And after that, it was an absolute procession of Abu Dhabi batters coming in and heading back. It was only the number 10 and 11 who hung around for a while and took them beyond 100. So 109 is the winning target for Ajman. Can they get to it? We'll find out after the break.
Welcome back to our viewers right around the world, and that's the scorecard of Abu Dhabi. A disappointing one. 26 for Lukman Faisal looked good. He hung around, and so is Mayank also. 18, 13 for Ali Abid, and the rest just fallen apart. Set batters failing to convert into a substantial score, and they're bowled out for 108. A very, very tough outing for them with the bat. Can they make a fist of things here, and can they fight and fight hard here? Ajman bowling, everyone has played their part. Muzammil Qasim was tidy, 1 for 29, and Zuhair Iqbal also none for 28, doing a good job, but the bulk of the work done by Basil Asim, 3 for 21 and 5 for 16 for the young leg spinner Essam Mathurab, wicket for Junaid Shamsuddin as well. It's going to be interesting to see the approach of Ajman batters, especially in the power play. Chasing modest total, 109. I think they need to get off to a decent start and possibly a quick one as well. If they do get off to a good start, then it really takes the nerves out of the way in the dugout. And joining me in the combox once again, Rizwan Rahman. Welcome back. How do you see things?
Thank you very much, Asghar. 100 runs required from the allotted 120 deliveries. Given the kind of wicket it is and the kind of batting lineup Ajman has, should be a straightforward case. However, let me tell you, the likes of Haider Razak, who has been in scintillating form alongside Raja Akifullah, if they can create some turbulence in the initial phase, I'm talking about the first 3 or 4 overs in the power play, we have a game on.
Yeah, this is not the easiest surface. At the same time, it's not the real difficult surface, but it demands respect.
Yeah, it's all about composure, believe in yourself, and we always have seen the low scorers are always very deceptive. Ball number 1 from the Bukhatir end. Not too sure what was the plan from Adnan al-Mulk there, but they made some changes. Good to see Junaid Shamshud taking the responsibility to open the innings alongside Adnan al-Mulk. All they've got to do is just stay there, stay calm, and try to get over the line. Beg your pardon, 109 is what is required in their allotted 20 overs.
I think it's an excellent move. We spoke about it on length yesterday. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Good delivery, beautiful from Raja Akifullah, and we did speak about this yesterday. Ajman does have a decent batting lineup. They had to do a bit of tweaking with their batting order, and I'm happy to see Junaid opening the innings alongside Adnan al-Mulk, and we still have the likes of Ansh Tandon, and the responsibility of the middle order can be taken over by Lappreet Singh Bajwa.
He's been in great form this summer, Junaid Shamsuddin. Good delivery, that one. Right on the money there, and Adnan al-Mulk just shuffling across and working it on the onside. Good start here from Akif.
You said it right, he's in terrific form, but we've got to understand the situation, the surface that they're currently playing at. I've seen him score big runs in the recently domestic UAE tournaments, especially where the ball nicely comes onto the bat, capitalizes the power play. But in here, it's a different surface altogether.
Off to a very good start. Abu Dhabi picking up a wicket here. Not a great shot there from Adnan al-Mulk, looking to heave it across the line, outside edge, backward point. Reed takes the catch. Ideal start here.
Didn't quite look comfortable from ball 1, Adnan al-Mulk. He was trying to go really hard against Raja Akifullah. We've seen the first ball not very comfortable, and in the end, the first wicket goes down. A good catch at the point, and Ajman lose their first wicket. Yeah, just trying to go towards the extra cover region, hitting the toe end of the bat, and a comfortable catch for the fielder. Adnan departs. none for one. Three dot deliveries and a wicket. What a start for the men in yellow. Raja Akifullah leading from the front. Ansh Tandon is a new batter. I quite like the flow of bat of Ansh Tandon. Elegant and stylish.
Looking good here, Ansh Tandon. Played it with the full face of the bat. That's key early on. Is one. Not a bad delivery at all. Great idea there from Akif Raja. Taking a punt, pitching the ball up, prepared to get driven with the new ball. That's the attacking length.
Yeah, absolutely. Junaid Shamshu will be facing the tunes of Raja Akifullah for the first time. And it's vital that Junaid Shamshu stays there for a longer period of time if the men in purple will have to cross the line.
Absolutely, he's the key to this run chase, Junaid Shamsu. Uncomplicated mind he has. See ball, hit ball sort of player. Neatly done off the pads. Off the mark with a single. Top over from Raja Akifullah. 2 for 1, Ajman.
One over gone, 2 for 1. What a start for the men in yellow. And one of my favorite from the D20 campaign, tall, lanky, fast bowler Haider Razak. He'll be bowling from the Sharjah Cricket Academy, and he'll be looking forward for some bounces and trying to create some wickets in the early stage of the game.
Oh, absolutely. Bright young talent steaming in here.
Straight down the ground. As easy as you like. It was in the slot and he's hammered it.
It's so easy sometime to think about the surface where the batters struggle, but Junaid Shamsuddin, clear mind, great intent, powerful stroke to get going here.
You just said it. He's one such batter who believes in see ball, hit ball concept, and we were having a conversation with Ahmed Khwaja as well. You need one such batter in the power play. Anything in your hitting arc, in your slot, irrespective of the kind of surface you're batting on, you tend to go for it.
There's so many things to like about Junaid Shamsuddin, but one thing I really admire him, the ability to forget the previous delivery, what happened. Whether he hits a boundary, he gets on and plays the next ball with great intent. And even if he gets beaten, he doesn't get sucked into the past, he stays in the present.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. In the stands, Junaid Shamshu is certainly putting on a show here.
Making the batting look easy is Junaid Shamsuddin. Fraction shot, powerful position, he gets into it. Strong front foot press and then whack through square leg for 6. Had the Razak under pressure here.
That will give him a lot of confidence when you're able to score those runs against a top-notch bowler, Haider Razak. And Haider Razak will have to wear his thinking cap on and do something different. And all of a sudden, Junaid Shamshu makes it look like he's completely batting on a different surface altogether.
it's amazing when you have that intent, you're looking to score runs. That's where batting sometime, even from the outside, it looks easy. And he's got the talent to do it.
Oh, shorter one this time. And gets the maximum. Power hitting at its best.
Amazing stroke. He's a tall bloke and stands tall at the crease, around 6'2", and not easy to really bounce him. Haider Razak digs one in on a slow surface, and have a look at that. That's outstanding batting.
Certainly enjoying the fireworks here from Junaid Shamsho. They were a completely different team yesterday. They've gone back to the drawing board. They've assessed the conditions. They've come back with a plan, and they're working towards it.
That's what little bit of common sense can do, Rizwan. The kind of form he's been through the summer, it is always so tempting to have Junaid Shamsuddin up the order. And even right now, he's provided that start. It's about that statement early on as an opener. If someone of the caliber of Junaid Shamsuddin in your side, you want to throw in that kind of player right up there and put pressure on oppositions.
Well, I think it's to do with the management as well. At times, they have a different plan in place, and as a player, you wouldn't be able to say much about it. But when you get that opportunity, you tend to sort of grab it with both hands, and that's exactly what Junaid Shamsho has done today. He's given that opportunity. Quick knock, 17 or 5. Wonderful.
Wonderful stuff. And that's what form does to your confidence as well. Getting that opportunity, and he's really thriving on that opportunity here.
Stand and deliver. On the roof. New ball, please.
If he stays in, this is going to be a very short run chase. Round the wicket, make no difference to him. This time fuller length, and he has hit that a long way back on the top tier, on the roof as well, and that ball has disappeared. Right smile on the face of Haider Razak. He's not used to this sort of treatment, but certainly finding it difficult at the moment. He doesn't have answers. 4 of the first delivery, then able to bounce back. Dot ball, 6. My word. He's putting up a show here, Junaid Shamsuddin.
Oh, he certainly is. 23 of 6 deliveries. What a start for the men in purple. Brilliant pyrotechnics on display from the blade of Junaid Shamsho.
If he stays in, that 4th umpire, he's got his work cut out, providing the balls again and again, because he's a big hitter of the ball. 23 of just 6 deliveries, and he's just shell-shocked Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, it goes without saying, the ball comes on nicely under lights. Winning the toss, opting to bowl first, a right decision by Ansh Tandon. And at this juncture of the game, his responsibility will be to keep company alongside Junaid Shamsho. Outside edge, but there's a fielder in place. Siam Khan will cut it off. A single to end the over number 2. 2 gone, 25 for 1. Contrary to what Raja Akifullah has provided to the team, giving away just 2 runs, picking up a wicket, Haider Razak was very expensive, 23 runs. And Junaid Shamsho would want to continue. A bit of work in the deep. Ehtisham will cut it off, couple of runs. But I like the intent. And when you're able to be in such form, these are good signs for Team Ajman?
Excellent stuff. Sometime early on in a tournament where you're struggling and all of a sudden you throw in something different, someone in form like Junaid, and it really rubs off to the rest of the team as well. It takes the pressure off the middle order.
Waited for it, rightly so. Is able to get everything right from the weight of the bat. Especially as you as a batter, when you get those runs off the sweet spot, you will grow in confidence.
It's very, very important. There are days where you don't find the middle of the bat. Those are the days you got to tell yourself that, yeah, I have to work hard and scratch and get through. But there are days where you're middling the ball, you got to cash in.
What was that from Akifullah? I reckon he missed out on his length there. A bit animated on that occasion.
We can see the funny side of it. Maybe he was trying something different, and then at the last minute he realized that's not quite the way to go.
Yeah. Funny character of field, Raja Akifullah. Ah, look at that. It really, really hard, but straight to the fielder. Immense power behind that shot. He muscles the ball rather than timing it.
He's a big unit. That's for sure, Junaid Shamsuddin. Broad shoulders. He's got terrific forearms as well. Really strongly built, and he uses pretty heavy blade as well.
Considered as Pollard in the UAE domestic circuit, Junaid Shamsu. Oh, what a way he's got off to a flyer in this match against Abu Dhabi. 27 for 1. Raja Akifullah. So far, it's been quite impressive. Slow one. Picked up the length really well. And the ball will find the fence yet again.
Short pull and 4. That's what happens if you drop it short at this pace to this man. Saw it early. It goes to show how much time he has. Hits it well in front of square to mid wicket.
Power hitting at its best. After those 2 dot deliveries. The good thing is it doesn't get bogged down with the dot deliveries, Junaid Shamsu. Yeah, watchfully played. He knows he's got wide range of shots. Haven't seen that ram shot from him as yet.
Normally likes to go straight and strong square of the wicket. He's got that shot in his armory, but he's someone who keeps it very simple, and I think that's his strength. When you are such a big hitter of the ball down the ground and you got your square of the wicket, no need to try those shots.
Oh, look at that shot. There's an opportunity that has been created. Didn't quite time it. Luqman Faisal has safe pair of hands, and Junaid Shamsu will have to depart.
A disappointing end to a great start. Akifullah Raja just able to hit that perfect length, extra bit of bounce high on the blade, and a good catch and sigh of relief for Abu Dhabi. But I think he's done the damage. 30 of 13. He's provided the impetus Ajman needed in the power play. 3 overs gone, 31 for 1. 31 for 2 after 3 overs. Lovepreet Singh walks out to the center at 4. It's a good opportunity for him to find form as well. Change of bowling after that very expensive over from Haider Razak. It's time for Sam Khan to make an impact here. Round the wicket. Steaming in with that slingy action. Good delivery and nicely played.
Was a bit wavered yesterday. Siam Khan bowling to Ansh Tandon has got to hit the areas right. Has got a slingy action. Has the ability to clock close to 130, 135. Needs to find a way to pick up wickets here. Much better line, but wonderful bit of fielding there.
Abu Dhabi, they just need to forget about the game situation and try to dig in here, try to fight as hard as possible, stay in the present, try to string back-to-back tight overs. It's a long tournament and they need to get those positives happening for them. Nicely played. He's a stylish player, and shots like this just tells us how good he can be if he keeps his tempo. He's got a good technique. That's a wonderful shot.
Class personified. Using the pace on offer, straight down the ground, as easy as you like. Especially with the left-handers, when you're in such shape, it's always a treat to watch.
Those left-handers, they make it look so elegant.
Oh, over the point region, will find the fence. All he had to do was clear that inner circle, and he does it with ease.
Not a bad delivery at all, but somehow able to open the face. Typical left-hander square drive went uppishly well over the fielder for 4. So Ansh also looking to break free here and looking good.
A quicker one. And the ball will find the fence yet again. Succumbing to the pressure, Siam Khan.
Well, in the power play, Sam Khan is known for bowling those middle overs where he has that cushion normally, but right now his length is all over the place. Fine leg up, asking for trouble, bowling a bouncer outside leg stump. He's been either too full or too short here.
The side-on action, with the pace that he's able to generate, his easy pickings for Ansh Tandon. Wavered down the leg side, that will be a wide, that should have been collected by Shihan. And as we see Junaid Shamshu, after the departure of Junaid Shamshu, Ansh Tandon has taken that responsibility.
Another couple of extras gifted here. That's what happens. The impact of Junaid Shamsuddin, someone like him in the top order, it really releases the pressure, and the opposition it goes on the back.
Lovepreet Singh Bajwa facing the first delivery, and he can afford to take a bit of time out at the center. 4 overs 1, 45 for 2. 8 for 2 for Raja Akifullah, and the skipper Ali Abid continuing with him, and why not, just given away 8 runs, picked up a couple of wickets, 64 required run rate is about 4 runs and over. There's no need to panic whatsoever at this stage for the batters of Ajman. Junaid Shamshu has already done the damage, and this has gone miles up in the air, and that's been put down. There was an opportunity created. Mayank Chowdhury, Akif cannot believe it.
Well, he's got safe hands. Normally very, very good in the outfield. That one went long way up in the air and got both hands to it. You expect to take those. Disappointment here for Abu Dhabi.
Certainly must have earned a lot of air miles for it. He got the height but not the elevation. Raja Akifullah will be disappointed. That's what experience does to you, isn't it? You have on the other end Haider Razak been taken to the cleaners, whilst Raja Akifullah sticking to the basic game plan of hitting the right areas.
He's an experienced campaigner and he's done well here. Picked up 2 wickets. He's been economical, running in hard here.
Middle and leg channel. The call is for 2. There's always, we've seen with Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, a lot of mishaps happening, especially between the wickets. And I reckon the team has assessed those. We've seen a lot of runouts happening whilst Lovepreet Singh Bajwa is at the centre.
They really come in. They're going to really hunt in that circle to create that confusion. And like you mentioned, sometime Lovepreet, he just sets off. And that's where the opportunity comes.
Good punch. And I think, given the conditions after the loss yesterday, it's a long tournament. They've got double round robin, and if they get to correct their mistakes at the very initial stage, they're in for a good tournament.
Yeah, they need to bounce back, but there is opportunity for everyone amongst all the teams. So that's where it's important, regardless of the game situation. You got to stay very much positive. Excellent delivery, angled across. Change of angle here from Akif.
The good thing about this tournament, D20, the winter edition, we've seen the youngsters rising to the occasion. The similar case with the team in Dubai yesterday, led by Ronak Panoli, were quite phenomenal. Talking about Fujairah as well, yes, they lost the game yesterday, led by Ethan D'Souza, bunch of young lads getting that opportunity to showcase their talent and prowess.
Slow delivery, brilliantly bowled from Akifullah. Raja has certainly led the attack here for Abu Dhabi. So far, with his experience, he's been able to provide control, and this is something Sayam Khan needs to understand as well. In the power play, it's about accuracy. It's about hitting the right channel more often than not.
It's about accuracy, it's about mixing things well, getting the variations. You can't be bogged down if you're being hit for a boundary. Find a way, come back with a slow one. It's the variations that you've got to bring to the table, Asghar Khan, especially in the T20 format.
Spot on there, Rizwan Rahman. Down the leg side, just straying there, and he knows that he's drifted onto the pads. Another wide, another extra.
Sharjah Cricket Stadium, what a place, what a venue. Hosted maximum number of international matches here. I remember I was a young kid watching the stadium on television. An opportunity to call out the game here. Quite happy about that as well.
Oh, absolutely, Rizwan. And what a good shot here from Ansh. Off the back foot. hits it up and over extra cover. Not an easy shot to execute. 50 up for Ajman with that stroke. 52 for 2 after 5 overs. Ansh looking good here. Had the Razak brought back into the attack. His first over went for 23. Can he redeem himself here? Square of the wicket from Lovepreet. Needs some runs, Lovepreet. And it's a great opportunity for Ajman Rizwanur Rahman to get this target done quickly as possible. That will really boost their confidence and plus that net run rate.
Absolutely, it's a low scoring game. You have wickets in hand. 56 required. Bulk of the scoring has already been done by Junaid Shamsu. Ansh Tandon looking good. And I'm happy with Ali Abid that he's given that opportunity to Haider Razak despite the expensive first over after the departure of Junaid Shamsu. He can come back and ensure he gets his figures right. Quite expensive in the first over.
Nicely swivel pull. He's so strong, square of the wicket on either side. Ansh Tandon and Haider Razak seems to be not learning from his mistakes. Bowling it short on a slow surface is not working for him.
It's certainly not working for him. Easy pickings for Ansh Tandon. Half tracker yet again. And comfortably gets a boundary. Zia Mukhtar on the bench. We haven't seen him in the tournament as yet. Another prolific bowler for Abu Dhabi. Try to swivel again. Not quite right of the meat of the bat, but he will fetch a boundary there.
I'm sure Haider Razak will have a close look later on, especially with his ends.
That was much better. That's exactly what Asghar was talking about. Hit the good length, right areas, and there is purchase of the surface. Yeah, at times you will have that off day at work, and I'm optimistic either has a tendency to come back.
There's no doubt about his talent, his potential. One of those days, it can happen to the best in the business, but you got to adapt and adapt quickly. Once again, not a great delivery. Indeed, he got some bat on it. And if he did, then it's a drop chance. We'll have to wait. Nice.
Yeah, yet again, we saw that previous delivery was a brilliant one, but this one half tracker string onto the pads, and we spoke about Ansh Tandon quite strong towards the square of the wicket on the onside. It'll be easy pickings for him. Expensive over. 10 runs already off it. Watchfully played by Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. A dot to close out the over. 6 gone, 62 for 2. End of power play, 6 overs gone, 62 for 2 in a very comfortable position are the boys in purple, Team Ajman, and it will be Umair Ali Khan who will be bowling from the Bukhatir end.
Experienced campaigner Umair Ali Khan. And Abu Dhabi, through this tournament, if they are to progress, one thing, the batting needs to fire, and the senior players, they need to raise their performances. He's one of them. Starts off that leg cutter, nudged away on the offside for a single.
Is known to produce those slower deliveries, off pace, the off cutters, and at times darts in that quicker one. And Lovepreet Singh as well as Ansh, they've played a lot against each other. The whole idea, as you rightly mentioned, was would want to score this off probably within 11-12 overs and get that net run rate intact.
Oh, absolutely. They got to keep the intensity in this run chase here. Oh, good work at mid wicket, but they scamper through for a single.
Being a silent spectator, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa has got wide range of shots. Usually, I would say one of the best batters in the middle overs phase. Just leaning forward, driving it towards the offside. Quite pleasing to eye when you see Ansh Tandon in full form.
Yeah, he's an attractive stroke maker. Good looking young player. If he can combine that elegant stroke play with consistency, it will really make a case for him for a recall at the national side.
Well, absolutely. It's all about getting those runs consistently. If you keep performing, always there's a chance for you to represent the national side. Yeah, respecting those good deliveries, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Single denied by Ansh Tandon.
Same goes for Lovepreet. Big season where he piles up the runs and be consistent enough. Always another young player, attractive, good stroke maker, good player of pace and good player of spin. But end of the day, it's about piling up those runs. You got to knock the door hard as possible.
Gentle push, another dot delivery, just 3 runs off the over, 7 gone, 65 for 2. Seven gone, 65 for 2. Change in the com box. Asghar Khan takes a break, and joining me will be Ahmed Khwaja. Ahmed, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Rizwan. Going to see some leg break coming into the attack as well in the form of young Jeet Bhatia. Bowled pretty well the other evening. Does give the ball a rip. Tall, lanky lad. Whipped away by Ansh Tandon. And he's gotten off to a start here. And the onus is on these two to just finish the game here. Required run rate is just 3.3.
Yeah, they've got to finish it off. They've got to ensure they bat deep and they take it, finish off in style. Ansh Tandon has been the aggressor. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa taking his time, and he can afford to do that as a required run rate is just under 3.5 runs an over.
And there's a lot to like about this pairing at the crease for Ajman. Technically sound, young batters. They're at that right stage of their career where if they have a good couple of D series, they can get that call up or recall back to the UAE national team.
Oh, absolutely. And I think they've done their tweaking. We were talking about it yesterday. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa opening the batting, I would have wanted him to take that responsibility in the middle order. They've made those changes. Good to see Junaid Shamsu taking that responsibility as an opener. And if you're able to pile up those runs, why not?
Spot on. I like Shamsu in that opener role. He's a power play specialist. These two can just anchor that middle order, 3 and 4, left hand, right hand combination as well. Driven hard straight to extra cover. That was hit with some force by Lovepreet. They can be the one just holding the Ajman batting together. The bowling looks like it's in fine fettle, especially with Basil really emerging. Nicely cracked away. And deep cover with the misfield. That was not on.
That should have been stopped. He had ample time to reach there. And a release shot for Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Waited for it, carved it to perfection. Late guide. And a misfield resulting in a boundary.
To overtake the ball rather than get around to it at the Sham. Wicket keeper by trade. And Lovepreet will send it out of the park.
Bad delivery. Half tracker punished. And that will be end of the over as well. What a shot from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. He's got those wide range of shots that will bring us to the end of over number 8, 78 for 2.
So just 30 odd runs away from victory. Should be a walk in the park. For Ajman, they've put on a clinical show today with the ball, with the bat. Good partnership developing. Umar Ali Khan, tidy first over. But Abu Dhabi have not started off this tournament well, either with the bat or with the ball.
And I think Umar Ali is struggling there, not sure. Is carrying a niggle. Is not very comfortable, and rightly so. He would not bowl.
Yeah, might have a tight hamstring there. There you can see he's beckoning. Bit of a tweak. It is a fast and furious tournament, so rightfully one of the key players. Don't want to aggravate that. Looks like he's not going to remain on the park either. Just get it loosened up, maybe have a quiet word with the physio, maybe get a massage just to get a rub down, because Umar Ali Khan is a key player for Abu Dhabi. Meanwhile, it will be Mohammad Nadeem, the left arm spinner, stepping in, and with the shorter onside boundary, you'll need to be on red alert. Wideish long on, deep mid, deep square. Sure, Ansh Tandon will be targeting that side. Looking for a big shot. Not quite to the pitch. Well done by Siam. That ball was travelling.
Yeah, he was trying to go really hard. Didn't quite time it. Just a single.
With Lovepreet. Because Siam did have to put a dive in, so I agree. his partner. But other than that, there's a lot to like about his game, his setup as well.
Yeah, a complete player. At times he tend to bowl as well, but he's focused completely on batting and he's done well. He's represented UAE and is looking to get back into the national side in the longer format.
They both have played ODIs for the UAE national. Oh, this is high. Will it clear the mid wicket? Yes, it will. Talk about clear. It's on the roof.
Fuller one from Nadeem trying to entice Ansh Tandon, and he's cashed on the opportunity. Beautiful, massive blow from Ansh Tandon.
The way from outside off, underneath the ball, elevating it, was always looking for 6. And then, of course, the natural shorter delivery. Couldn't get past the long on though. But just 20 odd remaining. It seems to be relatively elementary now for Ajman to get across the line. Quick start provided by Junaid Shamsu. He's had a great game, bowled really well. And they're just knocking it around with ease.
And they've taken the responsibility and the ownership. Although it's a small target, they've ensured they're sticking to the run rate of about between 9.5 to 10 runs and over. After the departure of Junaid Shamsu, he's taken that responsibility and has done well.
Oh, just in front of the short third was aerial. So an expensive over from Nadeem. 88 for 2. Jeet Bhatia will continue. Thunderous cover drive by Lovepreet. Picks the gap to perfection. Slightly overpitched. And looks like Ajman will get this game done and dusted in double quick time.
Excellent shot there from the right-hander. Found the gap to perfection. Things are coming good here for Ajman in this crucial game.
Cut in the air and just in front of the fielder. That's a risky shot. You don't need to do that. You just need 17 runs away. Don't try to create a shot that isn't quite there. Could have easily ballooned to backward point. That's a lot better. You've hit the early boundary. Just wait for the loose delivery.
Absolutely. That's a good delivery from Jeet as well. Drawing the right-hander forward as a leg spinner. That's what you want.
A bit of a fumble there. Yeah, he does have the basics in place. Tall lad gives it a rip. Will get that extra kick off the surface. Pretty consistent. Just has the tendency to bowl that one odd half tracker.
That will come with age. Ahmed Khawaja. He's one of the most difficult arts in cricket, bowling leg spin, and so far he is done well.
Yeah, absolutely. They say wrist spinners take the most time to mature. But you always need one, especially in a T20 side.
Oh, absolutely. You see around the world so many leg spinners having great success in this form of the game, especially. They are match winners. And you do need a very good captain to handle leg spinners.
Absolutely. Bit of a misfield and confusion once more. Once again, between suspect. 94 for 2 at the halfway stage. Well, just 15 runs needed for Ajman. Luqman Faisal will roll his arm over. Oh, bit of grip and turn on that one. Bit of leg break from both ends. Luqman Faisal, I've, to be honest, never seen him bowl, Asghar.
I've seen him bowl quite a lot in the nets at training of his team 7 districts. Sometimes he bowls medium pace as well. Today he's gone in with the leg spinners.
Yeah, might as well with the bigger onside boundary. Oh, that was fired down leg. He's a key player in this Abu Dhabi lineup that hasn't fired in the D20 so far with the bat.
Oh, absolutely. If he fires, then Abu Dhabi looks a different side.
Oh, nicely bowled. Big googly. It's the occasional bowlers who enjoy bowling the most.
Well, at this stage of the game, they are having fun. Game is just gone away from them. Is just try and get few overs in of part-time leg spin.
Another one turning into the right-hander. Ansh and Lovepreet would dearly love to come in undefeated. Just knock off the winning runs. Just a matter of 12. Plenty of time on their hands. And Ajman will right the ship. Remember, they got bowled out for 96, if I'm not wrong, in the first game. Sharjah were all over them. Slapped away and well clear. Ansh Tandon dealing in maximums.
Excellent shot. Picked the right delivery. That was in the slot. The leg spinner turning back into the left-hander. Long strike down the pitch and easily done towards the shorter part of the ground.
He does have that sweep shot he can hit for 6. That's his go-to stroke. And predictably the quicker one.
Yeah, not giving him the opportunity again. Pushed it through. Lots of positives. Ahmed Khwaja for Ajman, the top order responding. Junaid getting runs. Ansh Tandon nearing a half century.
And that will be his half century. Smashed onto the roof for 6.
What a innings coming in from Ansh Tandon. And what a way to finish the game. A 8-wicket victory for Ajman. They bounce back strongly here.
That was right out of the screws. And they've done it in just 11 overs. That is a walloping and a half dished out to Abu Dhabi. And Ajman are on their way.
Back-to-back losses for Abu Dhabi. They need to pull up their socks going forward in this tournament. But Ajman, they will be mighty, mighty pleased right from the outset, winning the toss and bowling first. Bowlers responding and then batters clinical.
Yeah, they ticked all the boxes this evening. Maybe one odd dropped catch was a disappointment, but other than that, the bowling was superb. And the batting order, they got it right. That's what we were discussing in the previous game. And that has paid off rich dividends. And rightfully getting the 2 points.
Excellent result for Ajman. Handshakes all round. Lot to think for Abu Dhabi. How they are going to come back from this big defeat here.
Taking a look at the batting scorecard. Well, Adnan Ul-Mulk fell early. But Junaid Shamsu with the quick fire 30. And then this winning partnership between Ansh Tandon, who batted beautifully. 52 of just 28 deliveries. And Lovepreet Singh Bajwa playing his role as well. Keeping the scoreboard ticking as they got to the target in just 11 overs. That is fantastic.
Couldn't ask for more. That will really boost their net run rate as well. Akifullah Raja was very impressive. 2 for 15. The only bowler who made an impact. Haider Razak had an off day at the office. Sayam was also expensive. Umar Ali with just a tidy 1 over. 2 overs of leg spin of Jeet, and towards the end Nadeem and Luqman couldn't really make an impression.
They never really were in the game, despite Raja Akifullah's best efforts. And Ajman in the end easing to victory. Taking a look at the highlights of the run chase. Well, Adnan Ul-Mulk fell early, skewed one to point. But then Junaid Shamsu decided to tee off against Haider Razak. Some massive sixes towards the onside. Clean ball striking. And even Raja Akifullah was not spared. He did pick him up eventually. 1 shot too many. caught at long on, but then Ansh Tandon combined with Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Some cracking shots from the dashing left-hander. That on drive in particular was a sight for sore eyes. And that punch off the back foot, up and over extra cover. Anytime they bowled short down the leg side, they were duly punished. And Ansh Tandon was certainly on his A game. Young leggy Jeet Bhatia just dropped it short on a few occasions and was punished. And then when the part-timers came on, they were dealt with very severely by Ansh Tandon to raise in just 20 to seal the game. Very well played indeed. So game 5 of the Emirates D20 in the books. Abu Dhabi rolled over for just 108 runs. Only Lukman Faisal breaching the 20-run barrier. Assam Matiyurab with a fabulous bowling performance. 5 for 16, 3 for 21 for young right arm seamer Basil Asim as well. And Ajman took care of the run chase in just 11 overs time. Ansh Tandon carrying his bat, 52 of 28. And Lovepreet contributing 22. Junaid Shamsu with a quick fire 30. 2 wickets for Raja Akifullah, but in the end Ajman won very, very comfortably with 8 wickets in hand. Well, we'll take a short break right now. After that, we'll come back with the post-match.
Thank you, Combs. Welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 5 played between Ajman and Abu Dhabi. Winning the toss, opting to bowl first, Ajman, the young dynamites have put up a show in the bowling department, restricting Abu Dhabi for just 108 runs. In response, they comfortably chased it down in just 11 overs. Well, the youngsters rise to the occasion, and it's time for us to honor the Player of the Match award, and it will be our honorable match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, who will hand over the Player of the Match award. There were quite a few contenders, but it was one man who stole the show, Issam Mathiur Rabb, for his wonderful bowling performances. 3.4 overs, 5 for 16. He'll get the memento as well as the match ball. A great comeback after the defeat yesterday. Congratulations. What a turnaround of events as opposed to yesterday.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, because first I want to say Alhamdulillah, because it's all because of God. Also, firstly, because it's my first fifer in these. I've worked so hard through these 2 last months, and I got the results. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy today.
Well, coming back from the defeat, what was the message from the management and the skipper today?
Yeah, he just told me to bowl on the right lens because the wicket was a bit helping spinners. So he just told me that just bowl on the right lens and it will help you.
We certainly enjoyed your bowling as well. Talk about Basil Asim, who created that pressure as well.
Wonderful spill. It's all teamwork. It's not one man show. It's every time it's teamwork. Basil, Muzi, everyone, you name it. Just everyone is working hard for the team, and inshallah hope for the best for the next match. Inshallah.
Well, it's always a teamwork which makes the dream work. Yeah. Tell us, which wicket did you enjoy the most?
Yeah, Ali Abid, because I got hit for a 6 before that, and certainly I come back, alhamdulillah, so that was really nice. Yeah.
Well, congratulations and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was Issam Mathiur Rabb, the Player of the Match. That's all we have from the post-match presentation.